Welcome back everyone to another episode of the Bayern Munich Career Mode series. This will be the 10th episode of the series, and if you did miss the last episode, there will be a card in the top right corner. Go ahead and click on the eye and it will take you back to the last episode. After this episode, we will be entering the January transfer window, so that's very exciting. And if you think we should be signing any players in particular, then feel free to let me know in the comments below. But this episode in particular is going to consist of playing at least 3 games. We've got this game against Leverkusen at home, which we are definitely going to be playing. We then have a game against Mainz, which we will also be playing. And then to finish off the episode, we may potentially play this game against Club Brugge, but if we do sim it, then we will be playing one final game against Wolfsburg. And the one thing that I did forget to show in the last episode was how long Ribery was going to be out for. Obviously, if you did watch the last episode, he did get injured towards the end of the last game of the last episode. And once again, it's really bad news for us injury-wise. Frank Ribery is going to be out for 8 weeks, which is 2 months. That's a really big blow. He may not have the physicality anymore, but he's still a quality player, and I really think we are going to miss him. And it looks like we've completed another objective for this season. The Bayern board are very happy with it as well. Brand exposure was a critical objective, which we already have completed. Although we're doing well so far this season, we still need to make sure we're on track domestically and also continentally. I think we can go ahead and win the treble this season, but it's not going to be easy, as we've seen so far this season. But for the first game against Bayern Leverkusen, this will be the team that we're going with. Going into this game, we will have our strongest first team lineup. Lewandowski returns to the side, and that means that Muller is going to be dropping back into the cam position. We also have Vidal starting his first match after coming back from injury. And with Hummels, Boateng and Alaba in such good form at the moment, they are of course returning to the first team. I'm happy as well to see Koeman and Costa starting back out on the wings, because we do lack a little bit of pace when we have Robben and Ribery. And looking at the Bundesliga table, we see that Leverkusen are currently sitting in 4th. And a bit like the Borussia Dortmund game, this game is going to be a pretty important one for us to win. We still have the best defensive record in the league at the moment, with only 4 goals conceded. And that's basically half of what everyone else has conceded so far, so that's really good. But if we do lose this match against Leverkusen, we could see us slip down the table a little bit. That is of course if Dortmund get a win in their game anyway. Meanwhile, looking at the Bayer Leverkusen lineup, there's certainly not a pushover. They've signed Dragovic, they've also signed Kevin Volland up front. They've got some good talents in the side as it is. I think Bayer Leverkusen are a bit of an underrated side in the league at the moment. They certainly could cause us trouble in this game. They have to scramble it away in the end. We could win this header, and we do. And it's going to be Koeman playing it forward for Muller with the shot, and that's over the bar, but it's a good effort. Really, really lethal shot there. Even the camera couldn't keep up with it. That's how fast it was. It is now going to be a corner, and we'll try and get this one into the near post, because they seem to be really OP this year. Those near post runs. It's going to come back out for us here for Douglas Costa. And another really good cross into the middle, and Muller misses a great chance once again. How on earth he managed to direct his header wide from there, I really do not know. And I wonder why I've drawn so many games this season, because I'm just letting chances go begging that should have been scored. Try and get the cross in as well. It's a really good delivery for Lewandowski. Got taken down there, but it's not a penalty. It's going to be Thiago here to Vidal now, having the shot. It's off the bar. How unlucky is that? Can someone literally just make like a compilation of me hitting the bar, hitting the post in this series? Because I think there's more than enough footage there to do that. But it's going to be Muller now running through. He does get taken down, and that should be a penalty. And it's a red card as well for Alexander Dragovic, and it's gone from bad to worse here for Leverkusen. Muller was probably going to bury the opportunity anyway, but it's going to be Lewandowski from the spot. Can he score this penalty? No, he can't. Jesus Christ, why didn't they just let me go through and score it? That is a terrible miss once again, or maybe it's just a great save from the keeper. I don't know. I can't even score something that's given on a plate to me. Not even a simple penalty. I can't even dispatch. Just have to keep plugging away, and now that they're down to 10 men, it should be a bit easier, and it's a good save again by Leno. It's going to be Lewandowski forward up here to Kingsley Coman. Should be through on goal, and it's going to be him having a shot. No, sorry, this game is scripted. This is bullshit. How have I missed that opportunity? So can it really get any worse for us at half-time? We've missed a penalty. We've missed an open goal with a header. We've hit the post twice. They have a player sent off, but we still can't score. I really don't know what it's going to take for me to score. It's ridiculous. I just don't understand why I'm so bad at this game. But of course, I can't find that elusive goal to take me in the lead in this game, and it's not for the first time this season. Now Kingsley Coman running down on the counter-attack. We'll try and cut this back inside. It's a really good pass inside to Vidal. And finally, we find the goal to take us in the lead. And bloody hell, that took a while. But we finally got the goal to take us in the lead. It's a really good cut back there by Kingsley Coman. And with the way that this game was going, the only way that we were really ever going to score was going to be an open goal. And luckily, we've done that with Vidal. Thank God we finally scored. That's relief more than anything because we've had so many chances but haven't put them away. It's going to be a free kick here. Boateng wins a header, but it's back for Volland, who gets it inside. It's a really good effort, but a great save there by Neuer. There's going to be some good passing play on the edge of the area. This is poor defending again. What is this defending? My God. That's their second shot on goal and they've scored it, of course. I did say it was going to come back to bite us, and it has done. Not taking our chances once again. I'm livid that we haven't scored at least 2 goals in this game. It's not good enough. And it's Lewandowski picking up the ball with some nice hold-up play there, turning around the defender and going through on goal. And can we score this one? Yes, we can. And we get back into the lead in this game, and it's more than deserved because Leverkusen don't deserve a single thing from this game. We did need a bit of inspiration, and thankfully we did find that in Lewandowski's goal. Renato Sanchez trying to play this forward here for David Alaba, and he's done well to get around a few defenders. We'll try and get the cross in as well. It's a really good delivery onto the head of Lewandowski, but it's a great save there by Leno. And it wasn't always easy, but we do end up picking up the 3 points from this game with the 2-1 win against Leverkusen. It should have been a much more routine victory with the chances we had in the game, but in the end, I just wasn't really that clinical in front of goal. It should have been a much more routine victory, but in the end, I just wasn't clinical enough in front of goal. But regardless, the 3 points have been taken from this game, and that is all that matters. Had we have drawn the game from the stats that are shown here at full time, I would have been livid. Absolutely livid. And now it's going to be time for some player training, and from this session we do see Kimmich going up to an 80 overall. I've had a few people saying I should be training some other young players instead, and after this session I will be mixing it up. But it is the first of the month, so we will go ahead and take a little look at the squad report. We're only going to take a little look at some of the players that have grown for this month though. Unfortunately, it does seem like I've stunted Renato Sanchez's physical growth. He hasn't actually increased in any of his physical stats this season, which is a bit of a shame. If any of you do know how to fix this problem though, feel free to let me know. Despite the fact we've been training Kimmich a bit more than Sanchez, his physical growth isn't affected. Hysaj has also increased in overall. He's up by +2 this time to an 81. Julian Draxler is also up to an 86, which is really good to see. Frank Ribery was already going down quite fast as it was, but with the injury as well added onto it, he's going down even more physically now, which is really sad to see. We do also have some monthly scouting updates as well. For our Croatian scout, we'll take a little look at this one and see if we've got any good players. We've got this guy here, Petrovic, who looks like an absolutely brilliant youth player. It looks like he's an attacking player, potentially a winger or a striker. And with 77 to 94 potential, I will certainly sign him up. We do have 2 other players in the scouting report, but for the time being, I'm just going to continue scouting them. And from our German scout, have we got any good players from this one? Doesn't look like we've got anything outstanding in this one. For the players that are potentially showing some good promise for the future though, I will just continue to scout them. And we will also have a look at the youth squad monthly report. And in here we've got some really good looking players actually, potential wise. We've got 2 really good looking goalkeepers here for the future, and we've also got some other good players. Kovac is looking like a good technically gifted midfielder. We also have Stepanak, who is another player that is a bit older than a lot of these players, but also has good potential. The one I'm most excited about though is Petrovic here, the 16-year-old. I think he could be the most exciting player we've got in our academy at the moment, and it will be interesting to see how he develops. And we are now going to be coming up against Mainz in the second game of the episode in the league, and this is going to be the team we're going with for this game. We're resting a few players here and there, but it's pretty much the same side that we used against Leverkusen. I am bringing in Renato Sanchez in for Thiago. I'm also bringing Bernat in for Alaba. Süle will be starting in this game because he played well in the game against Hoffenheim in the last episode, and Robben will also be playing on the right mid position, replacing Douglas Costa. It's really looking like a hot contested title race at the moment, and it's going to be interesting to see if we can win this game. It is shaping up to be a hot and contested title race this season. We've got Dortmund and Köln on our backs that aren't really too far behind us. And looking at the Mainz lineup, I'm not really too sure of many of their players, although I do know they've got a good striker up front. They've actually got the 3rd top scorer in the league in their side in Yoshinori Muto, and they're already threatening in the early stages of this game from kickoff, with Anisiwu getting the cross into the middle, Oh, it's a really good delivery. And Mali should have done a lot better there. It's going to be Kingsley Coman now on this left mid position. He's always got the pace to burn and he's a lot faster than most defenders. And he gets the cross into the middle as well. It's a good delivery. And it almost fell for us there with Lewandowski. A bit unlucky not to have the shot. And it's Vidal playing this one here to Draxler. Trying to feed it through here to Lewandowski. Can we get it back to Draxler? Yes, we can. He's hit the post. But Renato Sanchez is there to stick it into the back of the net. If that was in the last game against Leverkusen, it probably would have hit both posts and then gone out of play. But luckily for us, we do get to the rebound. It's not really the most prettiest of goals you're ever going to see, but it is a goal regardless. Lahm intercepts really well once again. It's Lewandowski taking it forward. And we play this one up here to Julian Draxler. Maybe we can get the cross in as well or just take a penalty instead. That's a really poor challenge. 42 minutes gone and it's gone from bad to worse there for Mainz. They've conceded a penalty. And that chance really wasn't going to anything. It was an unnecessary slide in. And hopefully this time we can score our penalty with Lewandowski. He's going to be stepping up for this one, trying to tuck it into the bottom corner. And it's just about gone in there off the post. It's a very good penalty, though, by Lewandowski. And Lewandowski is just one goal away from getting into double figures for this season. We can try and play this one inside, maybe. It's a good ball here to Coman. Done well to get inside and have a shot. It's fallen for Vidal, though. And we really should have done better to finish that one. Hummels does really well there to clear that one away with the header. But it's fallen for Muto going for a shot. And it's a really lethal shot. Now Lewandowski playing it for Sanchez. Playing it forward once again for Robben. Who is onside this time. And in a good opportunity to score as well with a good shot. Great save though by the keeper. Once again, it's another dominant performance here in the league against Mainz. And we do end up picking up a 2-0 win. Had we have lost this game or even drawn this game, it could have proven costly. But luckily, a good first half performance was enough for us. So we only have a few days to respond to this international management offer. So I think I just will accept this one. Maybe next season we can leave this international job and go for someone like Germany instead. Although I would prefer to get the Germany offer, I think this is a good offer as well. And maybe by accepting this Spain job, we can find some really good young talent from Spain. We'll have full scout reports on all Spanish players, so that does mean we can find some really good ones. We do have a game here at home against Club Brugge, but I'm thinking I'm going to sim this one. We've already confirmed qualification to the next round, and playing this game is just deciding who will finish top of the group. So instead of playing this game, I am just going to be simming it with a bit of a weakened side. We end up getting a 2-2 draw in the end anyway, with Draxler getting the goal late on. And we are now going to be playing the third and final game of the episode here against Wolfsburg. We are currently bridging a really big gap at the top of the table, and if we win this game, it could get even bigger. And Wolfsburg haven't really got off to the best start this season. They're currently landed in 9th. They have lost a few players over the summer though, Wolfsburg, so it has been a bit difficult for them. They obviously lost Draxler to us, so that's another really big talent out of their side. It's going to be here to Arturo Vidal, going around one defender, playing it through here for Lewandowski with the shot. Really good effort. Surely that was over the line. That was a really good effort. I think the whole ball has to be across the line for it to count as a goal. So that's really, really unlucky. Or maybe that should have been a goal. I'm not even too sure, to be honest. Maybe you guys can let me know. And it's going to be Arturo Vidal doing well to get around a few defenders. Play it here to Lewandowski. We'll just hold up the ball and wait for a good run to be made. It's here to Vidal again. Turning around a defender and having a shot. And it's a really good finish by Arturo Vidal. And that's his second goal in just as many games. And it's a really good finish there by the midfielder. I haven't really been impressed by Müller at Cam this season. But Vidal coming back from injury playing there. He does seem to be playing a lot better than Müller. So maybe I should be playing him there more often. He'll try and get the cross in, or the pass into the middle actually, and it's a really good pass. Great save by Neuer, great double save there. Now we'll play it here to Vidal, inside to Alaba, trying to find the ball forward, does well to find Coman. Fake shotting around the defender and going for a shot as well. It's a good effort off the bar. We can't quite scramble it in, and the defender does well to clear it on the line. It's going to be Lewandowski fake shotting around his man and having a shot. It's over the bar though. Maybe I'm putting a bit too much power on my shots. I don't know, but they seem to be going over the bar quite regularly. Up here to Kingsley Coman. And a lot of pace and space to burn, and it's through to Thomas Müller, who should score. What a save that is by Castells, twice there and then catching the effort. And at full time in this one, it's slender margins as we do end up picking up a 1-0 win. Arturo Vidal was absolutely sensational at the central attacking midfield position. He played really well. And to be honest, if Muller keeps underperforming, I'm probably going to play Vidal there instead because he makes some really good attacking runs and he also helps out defensively. And to think we've only conceded 4 goals so far in the league, that's unbelievable. But before we end off the episode, we will have a bit of player training. And from this session, we do see Donnarumma going up to an 82. That's +6 already this season. But this is where we will be ending off this episode of the Bayern Munich Career Mode series, and hopefully you have enjoyed. And if you have enjoyed this episode, make sure you leave a like on the video. And if you are new around here as well, make sure you do subscribe. The next episode will certainly be an interesting one as well, as we do enter the January transfer window. I'm not sure if we need to sign any players, but maybe we can sign some pre-contracts. But apart from that, guys, I'm going to have to leave it there. And I'll see you next time for another video. Thanks for watching.